expectations
roughly
or
a life of 7 to 10
years. So you determine the premium.
The funds target specific risk premium, return profiles, for example.
Then there is the beta, which is a measure of risk.
We have beta, is a value add. In our case here could be the most complex and so component for private target companies, because they don't private publicly traded
equity
real estate
to derive
funds a beta from. You understand? But for public targets, we use the historical beta of the target company stock
estate funds.
For private targets, that requires estimating funds.
What we call a proxy beta, discussing the permanent. If you are valuing a publicly traded company, the data is available.
There are various methods. Data. One is equity financing. We've identified some of the sources. If it's a private company,
one is a private
that requires just
investors or high net worth individuals.
By identifying
institutional investors,
traded comparables,
rates,
publicly traded
then
comparable
private equity
in the same industry funds. Then you calculate the levered beta for those public comparables. Then you do what we call unlevering. Unlevering the comparable betas to remove the effect of
in essence,
debt.
Candidates,
equity financing. Then you do relevering,
the foundation
where the asset beta
capital that
using the target company's projected ownership, enabling projects
or
that
desired
post-acquisition debt to equity ratio,
or
and also the tax for a single entity to undertake. You understand, Candice? And
but we are not getting deeply
it is a crucial component for long-term stability and growth in real estate portfolios.
Capital asset pricing model.
So
step number one is to calculate
of
the cost of equity. We are studying how CPA is used in mergers. Then number two, we have that the primary role of CPA in mergers and acquisitions is in calculating the weighted average cost
commercial
of
real estate refers to borrowing money
cost of
from
equity.
A lender with the
cost of equity. You need the
principal amount along with the
you need the beta,
you need the market return. It is the most common
to determine the cost of equity.
Permanent financing, allowing investors
and
developers to acquire or develop properties without having to
particularly when dealing with private
companies. And this leverages capital.
It becomes easier because you only use the beta of the target company stocks. Then number two is calculating the weighted average cost of capital.
Yet calculating the weighted financing
average cost of capital.
Method. This is the weighted average
there are
cost
various sources
of capital, which is an debt financing, which is an average. One is commercial banks, rate of return a company expects to pay to all its commercial providers. That is the equity holders, the bond holders.
These are traditional financial institutions that
offer a wide range of. So the weighted average cost of capital is the standard discount rate for free cash flow point of contact for many borrowers. It is the standard.
They typically offer
recourse or
it is the standard
recourse loans
discount rate
with varying terms.
It is the standard.
They are regulated
discount
and
rate
tend to be more conservative in their lending practices. Free cash flow to farm. Free cash flow to farm.
It is.
So we have
the standard discount
commercial
rate
banks, number one.
For
number two,
free. It is the standard discount
life insurance
rate
companies for the free cash flow to farm. Free cash flow insurance companies
to farm. Free cash flow.
These
to
are
farm.
major
free
providers of long-term fixed rate loans for stable income.
The weighted average cost of capital.
Commercial properties like office buildings,
discount rate,
shopping centers, apartments, and so on.
Cash flow to farm.
Life insurance,
the DCF
companies.
Valuation.
Then we have
candidates,
commercial mortgage backed securities.
The
commercial
weighted
mortgage
average cost of capital
securities
would then commercial mortgage the weight times KE plus
securities.
Because we are doing the weight.